All right, welcome YouTube. Today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial trigger in Studio One version 3. You have two ways that you can do this. You can place trigger on the individual tracks themselves that you see in green, or you can do as I like to do, is I like to create a bus for each individual instrument that I want to trigger. In this case, kick, snare, tom 1, 2, and 3, that you can see there on the right there in black. There's a reason I do this. The biggest reason is the suppression feature within Trigger. Trigger is by far the single best trigger program out there. I love Slate, love all these plugins, but Trigger, man, they just nail it. So what I'm doing is I've created the buses you see in black there, kick, snare, tom 1, 2, and 3, and now what I'm doing is I'm sending the individual tracks to those buses. Now what you have to do here to engage the suppression feature is, number one, ensure that each one of these sends is yellow. In Studio 1.3, that is pre-fader. So your fader down at the bottom is not going to affect the amount of signal going to each one of those buses. It's going to be the send in yellow up there. Now you'll see for like the kick, let's just look at the kick channel. All right, I've got the kick, snare, tom 1, 2, and 3 each going to the kick channel there. Okay, now here's the thing. You see the blue lines underneath the yellow there. Those are the pans. What you'll want to do for the kick here is you want trigger to see the kick. So you're going to pan it to the left. Then you see snare, tom 1, 2, and 3. You're going to pan those to the right. That's the portion that's going to be suppressed. And that's what I'm doing right here. Steven Slate says, put this about 36%. He's awesome, so I'm gonna go with it, and I'm gonna put my detail really, really low. The great thing about doing it this way is we'll pick up all the nuances that a drummer will do on a kit, roughs on a snare, stuff like that. It's fantastic for that. Great program again. So as you can see, I'm setting up trigger there for each of those, and I'm going to pick my samples and go with it. Okay, we've loaded up a sample in the kick. Take a look at it here. Everything in red that you see is what is being suppressed. That's everything we've panned to the right on our sends. Everything which is just one track here on the kick, which is panned to the left, is coming through. Now the suppression we set at 36% because that's where Steven Slate says it should be, and he's the man. Now the amount of volume you feed into this will affect the velocity of the trigger and the sample being played. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play the kit before and after. This is before, this is after. This is before. Who can't love that? I mean, that's just freaking awesome. Before and after. With everything in the mix. Triggering is for those of us who don't have $1 million to spend on rooms, drums, awesome mic pre's, etc. Simple way to do it. There are no rules in audio recording. It's whatever makes it sound best. Thanks for watching. This is Cove Music Studio in Richmond,